Wizzy Wizards, and welcome back to Pursuit of Happiness with me, Pigtail Girl, your friend and fellow wizard. And I hope you're all well. I have come here today to channel a message for the collective. So anyone who is going to listen to this video or click on this video, this is a message for you. And I'm going to use my intuition and just bring forth whatever spirit wants to share for the collective. So to help you, hopefully, I have some tarot cards that I may well use while I'm in the zone, as it were. So if you come across this video at the wrong moment, and maybe this message isn't quite for you yet, maybe you'll remember this video and come back to it later, and then that will be the right time for you to get this message. So I'm going to connect to spirit and invite all of the collective in. So first, this message is going to be about fear. Yeah, I'm hearing spirit wants you to know that you're a warrior and that you have some fears, but it wants to let you know that they're unfounded. So these are unfounded fears. There's some fears that I'm feeling to do with, for some of you, communication with other people. So this communication might have gone wrong. Maybe you speak your mind and it triggers other people. And maybe you've had a falling out. I'm hearing cross wires, cross lines. So it's like you're trying to communicate, but it's not being received. It's being misinterpreted, and then having an effect that you didn't mean for that communication to have that effect. You wanted a positive effect, but it's having a negative effect. And there's some fear. So this might affect your throat chakra and your ability to authentically communicate as yourself because of this fear. But I'm being told the fear is unfounded. So if this is very specific, like you've recently had a falling out with someone that you loved or that you were close with, it's saying that there's no blame. Spirit doesn't want you to feel any guilt or to blame yourself or beat yourself up over it or go over it again and again in your mind. It wants to tell you to just let it go. So just let it go and just watch it more like the observer, the neutral observer, as just different energetics with their own distortions, their own trigger mechanisms, their own understanding in their psyche of how they translate and digest information, communications. It works differently for everyone. And if it goes wrong with somebody else, sometimes you just have to let it go and realize that it wasn't necessarily your fault. And you shouldn't have further fear in expressing your truth or what you want to say. Everyone should be able to speak freely. Obviously, it's not nice if we're purposely trying to hurt others with our words. I'm not talking about that here, but as long as we are communicating clearly and honestly and not feeling like we have to censor what we truly want to say out of fear of rejection, of misunderstanding, then just allow for the misunderstandings to occur and let them go, because for every misunderstanding, there'll be an understanding. So just trying to let it go, as it were. And yeah, I'm sensing there may be some guilt attached to this fear that you've been having. So I just want you to let go of that, any guilt or blame that you may have, because that's going to get lodged in the system and then affect further communication. So Spirit wants you just to release that and just let it go. To unburden yourself. I'm hearing that you need to unburden yourself. Like, take the weight off your shoulders. You're not responsible for everyone else's reactions in life. You can't control it. So it's like that Alcoholics Anonymous saying I'm hearing, having the courage to accept the things I cannot change, but also having the strength to change that which I can. And then not to allow any anxiety to get caught up in the reflections you're seeing in the faces or words of other people in relation to you. I'm hearing tensions run high at this time. Just globally, tensions run high. And I'm also hearing nerves afraid. So nerves afraid. So already, because of the trauma in the collective pain body of humanity, there's a lot of frayed nerves, a lot of sore points. I'm hearing, like when lots of tender sore points that can be poked by certain phrases, certain words, certain belief systems, certain behaviors. Many things can trigger these sore points. And just to be able to more see people as just unhealed energy or blocked energy rather than taking it personally. That's really the clear message here, is to not take things personally. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Don't take it personally. And obviously strive always to be clear and caring in your communications. Make sure not to make it become heated, so you don't get into the triggering energy where there's the defensive energy that then leaves us with even more of a bitter taste. So try to hold back and not allow yourself also to be triggered into aggressive or mean-spirited communications. Try to keep them heart-centered. That's what I'm hearing. Heart-centered communication. So connecting throat to heart. And the more you do this, the less miscommunications you will have. Yeah, that's what I'm being told. Yeah. What else does Spirit want to tell the collective? Okay, so we're leaving the fear behind and we're moving on. I want to talk about choices. Now I'm hearing choices, the choices we make, the choices you make. Wants to look at the choices you make. Yeah, for some of you, you might have been offered something and you might have to make a choice. That's what I'm being told. And this choice, yeah, it seems that you should go for it. That's what I'm being shown. If you're pausing or wondering whether or not it's right for you, it's right for you. So what this choice could be many things and will be different to each person listening. But this is this is something good for you. If you have a choice to make, it's saying go for it. There's things that are unseen. Yeah, there's things that you don't know yet about your journey. And this choice is going to have an effect on your journey that you're not able to see yet. So this is just a beginning point. The choice is a beginning point, but there's something on that journey for you that's important for you. Yeah. I'm being told, like, grasp it with both hands. Grasp it with both hands. I'm seeing it, pulling it into the heart. This choice will end well for you. Yeah, I feel like you have some luck on your side. There's some luck. And this is like a doorway being opened up for you, whether it's in a relationship, a job opportunity, moving house to a new home. Should I get this pet or that pet? Whatever the choice is, there's something really good for you at the end of this choice. Yeah, that you don't see yet. And you should definitely grasp this with both hands because it's meant for you. Yeah, it's meant for you. I'm hearing the word fated. It's fated for you to have this. Yeah, it's fated for you to have this. In fact, the choice is really already made because it's fated for you to have it, even though we can turn away from our fate and walk away from it if we don't have the energy to act, or if fear holds us back and we don't take an opportunity, then we can miss certain fated events. So this can happen. And this is why you're being told, don't hold back, just go for it. Just do it. Whatever it is, go for it. Yeah, that's very much the Lover's card, the choice. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to pull a wisdom oracle at this point. this pack of cards here I'm being guided to. Let's see. Ah, community. Oh, sorry, I have like the background blurrer on, so it affects the card. What if I put it there? Community. So again, this is a little bit, again, I'm feeling that connection to the open communication and fearlessly being able to communicate, and how important it is to surround yourself with people that get you, where it's not a struggle to be yourself. And when you communicate, you're speaking their language and they understand your language. And I feel, this is sort of linked into your choices that you might be facing. And it's to do with finding your community, finding your tribe, people who get you, people who are going to support you, understand you, be there for you, be a positive influence on your life. And this was right there on the bottom, staring back at me. Look, fates. It's fated. This connection to community may be something that you've been seeking for some time. And Spirit just wants you to know that it's fated for you. And as this is a time on earth where Soul Tribe is seeking Soul Tribe, and I'm not talking about prophecies even or anything like too woo-woo. I'm just talking about I see in my day-to-day basis on social media with my own eyes, through my own experience, that people are seeking tribe. It's just an energy dynamic I've seen for some time. But this is fated. The stars are smiling on you. So don't let fear get in your way. Don't let, I'm hearing indecisiveness or indecision hold you back. So you are being, whether this is your work community, a family, that you're going to make or become part of, new neighbors, if you move to a new house, it's going to help you. You're going to feel at home there. You're going to find your community, right? And it's fated for you. So some work you've done previously, it's like an inheritance. So this is fated for you to happen because you've taken the steps that have led you here. So it's like there's just the last few steps to take. And don't let disagreements with people or in your social life hold you back from this choice that you have to make. And take the steps and make a move. Focus on that and keep calling your community and your tribe to you, because you're going to find it. You are going to find it, whether it's an online tribe or an in-person tribe, a dance group you join. It could come in many forms. You go to a school to do a course and you just find yourself surrounded by amazing like-minded people that you're going to be friends with like for a long time and make good connections with. So if you're humming and hawing, should I take that course or should I take that job, or is this house that I'm going to move to right for me? Yeah. And it's fated. It's like you've called it forth. It's for you. It has your name written on it. So I'm going to ask, do we need any more cards from here? Yeah, I feel like there's something else Spirit wants to bring forth from these lovely cards. I love these cards. And just like, these are the Wisdom Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. That's the cards I'm using. So what else does Spirit want to share with the collective about their choices? Blessed. Oh, wow. I mean, look at her. She's just floating on her little journey like baby Yoda in his little pod. Not a care in the world. Her wings have sprouted to symbolize her freedom of movement, her ascension upwards in vibration, and moving towards the things that he wants to move towards. So this is also a sign, 22, of something of self-mastery. So maybe just getting over those few last fears or inhibitions of self, or any false stories you have that might be holding you back. I call those the delusions of self, stories we tell ourselves about ourselves that just aren't true, but because we believe them, we make them true in a way, because mind is so powerful over matter. So we can live from a belief system and it'll affect us and it will seem true. But if we just change the belief or the story, then we will see that another thing could be completely true. And that thing, maybe we told ourselves because our mum and dad said it to us, or someone told us that when we were younger and we believed it. Then we keep repeating that story to us, but maybe it's not true. Maybe you're very talented at something that someone made you not believe in yourself about. Maybe you're very capable of making a long-lasting relationship. Maybe you're very capable to get that job that you're dreaming about, or do that course that maybe someone thinks, oh, you should just give it up, or he'll just flake. He usually does. You know, it could be anything. But this is saying, like, you're blessed. You are magnetizing things to yourself right now because of some level of mastery. You're mastering something within yourself. And this is really important in you obtaining your goals, and that which is meant for you is that you are putting yourself into the flow, into the stream. And there's a lot of stars around you shining. I feel like these are guides and ancestors. You have a very strong, loving team of ancestors and helpers that are guiding you right now. And they're like, I can feel they're like really in your corner, cheering you on. Like, yeah, you go, girl, you go, boy, you got it. You know, they're totally here for you. Oh my God. And yeah, you are picking up pace. The pace is about to take off for you. So enjoy any moments of downtime you have now, because the choice that you're about to make is going to create movement. It's going to create the need for action. And this is a very blessed, a pivotal point, I want to say. It's like where one road meets a special point and then it goes off in another direction, almost. You're changing trajectory. That's what I'm hearing. You're changing trajectory. Hold on tight. Yeah. Hold on tight. Spread your wings and fly. Yeah. Spirit wants you to soar, wants you to take your level up a notch, like a glow up. It's got a glow up for you. That's the word. Oh, what did I just say? A fork in the road. That was exactly the visual I was just seeing, like the road coming here, the dot, and it's making, you know, a change in your trajectory. That's exactly it. The fork in the road. The fork. Don't be afraid to make a decision and stick to it. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, and be here and now. There's also this here and now. You're hatching something. You're hatching something, but you have to make the choice to get what's inside the egg. It's like you have to make the choice to crack that egg open. And some of what's inside there is unseen. You just see this bit, but you don't know what else is inside this egg for you. So there's a lot of potential coming. This is something that you have yearned for and wished for. Yeah, and you're going to get it. You're going to get it, but you just have to take the action. That's the important thing. Okay, is there any other messages? Oh, yeah, it really likes these cards today. So let's see what else Spirit wants to say with these cards to my lovely wizards out there who are tuning in to the pursuit of happiness. Okay. Oh, and I'm very excited to announce I'm going to have a new TV show coming out on Gnostic TV. You can check in the description box for that and look out for updates on that, my dears. Mending. Okay. So I'm hearing broken bridges, broken dreams. Something is getting fixed, mending. But the more you let go of it, the quicker it's going to get fixed, if that makes sense. The more you cling to it, the less easy it's going to be. The mending is going to happen naturally as you heal yourself and step into your power. The things that were broken, some of them are going to be mended. So if you'd been worried about a burnt bridge with someone, this is Spirit telling you, don't worry. If this person really means a lot to you and you're very upset about the falling out, there's a possibility for you to fix it, for it to be mended. So put back together. The connection can be fixed. Okay. So try not to worry about it or think. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of time to go by. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, you know, clouds, days passing, sun rising, sun falling. Yeah, and it's also talking about taking this time to work on yourself, to mend any insecurities, fears, worries, concerns you have in yourself, anywhere you feel like you're lacking. Maybe you feel betrayed, unloved, unworthy. This card is also talking to you about finding ways to fix that, finding ways to fix anything that makes you lack in emotional support, mental support, physical support. Yeah, there might be some blockages in the subconscious mind. And I'm feeling it's definitely linked to childhood years, formative years, childhood years, teenage years, puberty, changing schools, you know, things that happen when you were a child. There's some things you need to fix from childhood. Yeah, I'm hearing that. Okay. And here we've got the peace card and the all that glitters. It's all that glitters is not gold, but this is about falsities, masks, letting the masks falls off. When I talk about deceptions, delusions, lies, some people sometimes find those words a little triggering or harsh, but a delusion is a deceptive illusion that we carry in our mind that seems very real, but actually isn't, but we make it real. Okay. And it comes in many forms, and it's to do with these masks. And even though we think it's real, it's not. And like I said, it could be a story that you were given by your childhood about yourself. So it makes you see yourself in a certain way, but that way you see yourself is only through other people's eyes and misperceptions of you, because maybe they didn't understand you and maybe they were projecting their own issues onto you. But when you're a child, you can't process that. You can't know that. So you just take them on board, and you can think you're worthless, unlovable. It could be many things. It could sap your self-esteem, have low confidence. Someone called you ugly and fat when you were going through puberty, how that might affect your body image. And even when we look in the mirror, if we could have a lovely body, but if we've been told we're fat and ugly, we're going to hold a delusion of self. And when we look with our own eyes, we're going to see a false image back at us, and we're going to see, it's called body dysmorphia. Yeah, we're not going to be able to differentiate. So people with anorexia often see themselves as very fat. So now you can really understand what I'm talking about and how dangerous to our health and our well-being these false stories are. And sadly, a lot of them come from external sources, from other people's perception. And, people don't always get other people. They think they see something on the outside, but they don't know everything that's going on the inside, unless they're an empath and they're feeling it all, and even then, you only know so much. Okay. Like I was saying, this could be the reason why now you're an adult, you're searching for that place where you'll be accepted, understood, around people who you find it easy to connect with and communicate with. And the fear of communication and connection will be gone. And it's really going to help you find peace of mind, when you remove these masks, these false stories that were given to you about yourself by anyone, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, your bank manager, someone at school, a school bully, parents, your auntie, some boy on your street. Could be many things, could be all of those and more. And removing, each time you remove this false mask, it's taking you further into your peace. And the peace is really coming also from this lack of attachment, the detachment. Look, I'm seeing this thing high above the eggs, totally detached from the egg. It's not, sorry for the morphing, it's not sitting or clutching the egg. The peace is there and it's flying high above it, because that spirit has learned to let go and not attach to everything, and just to laugh and just let go of all the masks and the false stories and the labels and misconceptions and the fears around self, the fears. I'm hearing the fear of not being good enough, maybe what might be a personal message for someone. You can let go of your fear of not being good enough. You are good enough, I want to say. And I'm also being drawn to the sparkling of the glitter, and I'm feeling the radiance. So we're getting rid of the falsehoods, but then what's going to be left behind is that true gold that's really you, that gold that you came here to discover, because you are You are someone who shifts paradigms. That's why in the beginning I heard the word warrior, because it's not as easy as it sounds to be someone here to clear trauma and to break chains. It's not an easy job. Often it's quite painful because it's like hitting yourself against a brick wall. If you're one of those ones born into a situation where you're surrounded by no one like yourself because you're one of a kind and you've come into a group energetic to break that shit wide open and to dissolve it, transmute it in yourself. And it can be lonely. And that's why you're going to find your community. You're going to find other people like you who also do that sort of level of soul work. And you're going to finally, I can hear the word completion. You're going to feel a sense of completion through this choice and this process. I'm feeling that's all from these cards right now. I'm just going to see if Spirit has any more messages for the collective. No, I'm just hearing the words believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and believe in your right to get that which is owed to you. And of course, it's not about feeling entitled, but it's just like there's certain things that you're here to inherit due to the hard work you've done for your ancestors. And yeah, something that you're entitled to due to the work put in. And no, nothing's going to get in the way of it other than your own fear holding you back. That's what Spirit wants to say. So, my dears, thank you for joining me here. If you like this message, please remember to share and subscribe and write in the comments below if that touched or resonated with you, my dears. And I will see you on the next episode of The Pursuit of Happiness. One love.